Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. You're tuned in to iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's most valuable radio show. I'm your host, Biko, alongside Pretty Ride, Illinois Jones. And as always, we bring you guys the illest guests from around the city and globe. And today, we got the homie Ross Smack in the building.
Yo. Well, y'all, appreciate y'all for having me.
Welcome back.
Yeah, welcome back.
Yeah, it's been a minute, man. I felt like this was pre-COVID since I've been in here.
Man, facts.
It was COVID. It was COVID.
Well, yeah.
It was COVID season.
It was like early COVID
season.
too.
Wow.
It was like, y'all ain't even supposed to be outside COVID.
You had a baby around that time or something, right?
Man, definitely COVID, baby. 1,000%. You ain't got nothing to do.
Do you feel like your COVID baby is advanced? I be seeing the TikToks and people be like, these COVID babies are new babies. They advanced. Do you feel like you got an advanced COVID baby?
I think they were doing a lot of studies in terms of like if your babies were able to be around other people, because that obviously helped with their development. But like wifey was sending me some because she always will work out with the baby. So I don't know. We just put her in not just, but we have her in daycare and they saying that she advanced. So
I mean,
COVID
look at these morning conversations you have with Rossi.
Yes, sir. Conversations with Rossi, man. It'd be a vibe. I'll be taking her to daycare, so I just be anything that come to mind. I just want to talk to her about.
Man.
So what made you kind of start that up? Conversations with Rossi.
Man, honestly, I think obviously my daughter, like about to be 15 months, so she's obviously not retaining it. But I feel like it's a lot of stuff that she might start retaining on accident. Like I feel like most people in life, like whatever you expose to is what you gonna be. You're a product of your environment. Right. So the more I start talking about like investing stuff with her, it's gonna come second nature to her. Right. So like to the people listening, like my conversation with Rossi is I'm taking her to school and every morning I'm trying to teach her something. Right? It's a new day. We got to learn something, Rossi. Let's talk about whether it's inflation, investing, whether it's owning crypto. We gonna learn something new.
Because as a father, I know I'm not a father, but I know other parents, be like, no, I don't talk to my baby in a goo gaga talk. I talk to them like they already grown, so they can learn how to talk themselves. So with you saying that, I totally get it. As a father, how does that make you feel that you could just talk to your baby just about like anything, inflations and stocks and bonds and all that crazy stuff?
Bro, it's honestly the greatest blessing because they nothing but a sponge, right? They come into this earth as just a blank canvas. And right, all they experience is what we talking to, what they see is what's gonna paint their picture. And so being able to talk to her about certain stuff, whatever we do, they gonna pick up, they gonna mimic. So like if I'm talking about some nonsense, she gonna be retaining nonsense. But if I'm talking about some stuff that's gonna elevate her, then that's gonna accidentally make her more elevated.
You thinking about having any more children?
Yeah, we got to get this thing rolling, man. You did?
Okay.
We got to get it going, man. God willing, I'll be, we're going to get the team going, man.
Beautiful family, by the way.
Man, love, appreciate you.
Like, I'm definitely in tune. I follow you. And, man, like to see you, happy, the family happy and smiling is beautiful to see, man.
Yeah, no, respect, man. Appreciate it. I will say, having a family is an amazing thing. Right, as a parent, I feel like we all want to, and you're a dad, right, we want to give our kids something that we didn't have, right, whether it's more time, whether it's more knowledge, more money, etc., more experiences, and so that's really what it's all about.
And for you personally, what is it that, you would like to offer your daughter as she gets older? What's the most important thing?
The most important thing, and I think I say this for everybody, is like us in our community, for the most part, we try to give our kids the stuff we didn't have. Whether it's like, I'm finna give my baby some Gucci this, Gucci that, right? Or you know what I mean? It's like, for me, I'd rather teach her everything I didn't know before I try to give her everything I didn't have. And so by me teaching her everything I didn't know,
retweet.
On God.
For real, though.
You know what I'm saying? So when she's 7 years old, she gonna be walking up to me, Dad, what's in my portfolio? You know what I mean? We having a different conversation, right? Because we 7, I'm coming home watching Power Rangers, right? But she got a different palette to even start thinking about. So to everybody, listen, man, make sure you teach your kids something you didn't know as opposed to just giving them something. You could do both, but definitely if you could only do one, try to teach them something you didn't know. That would have changed your life.
How has being a father changed your hustle?
Man, ever since I found out we was pregnant, my hustle just intensified. Like all I do is just think about better ways to better the family, try to do more stuff in terms of whether it's making more money, being more influential, trying to help people, right? Because now I get to look at it from a different lens. And for me, right, the only reason I even developed Maconomics was to help us, right? To help people that look like us. And so now I got to look at it through a whole different lens, right? You know, a year ago, right, or 2 years ago, I'm just telling people, man, make sure you invest, do this, do that. Now I'm a parent. So now I'm saying not only do you invest, but now you invest for your kids. Right. So being as a parent, right, like it just made my hustle just way more harder. Like I literally, I think about my time, right? Like earlier today, I probably should have been doing some work. I was watching Money Heist. They got on Netflix. That stuff decent. So I'm like, dang, bro, I just wasted 3 hours. But in my head, I'll be calculating that like, man, I could have been, you know what I mean, doing something else.
Yeah, you deserve a break, though,
exactly.
man. You deserve some time.
Same way. I feel you. I be feeling the same. I was watching Kevin Hart. I was like, damn, I could have been edited.
Bro,
it was
decent,
good, though.
I watched that one, too.
All day Kevin Hart show.
True story.
Yeah, but like Jones say, we as parents, I mean, as an individuals in general, we do need a break. We need some time to ourselves. So.
Yeah.
The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
Yo, what's up? It's your girl, Pretty Riot, and I'm sitting pretty, starting riots right here, right now on iLLANOiZE Radio with my brothers, Illinois Jones and Biko. And today we are sitting with Ross Mack, and we just heard Check a Bag. So talk to us about Check a Bag. Break that song down. Who produced it?
That's my joint right there.
Yeah, Biko really do like this song. It's actually not the first time I've heard him play that over and over. So I think he wants to know the story behind it.
Biko, my brother, I appreciate you. So that's produced by my dog J Mix, man. Shout out J Mix. So it's off my album Maconomics. So for me, it's all about some just money getting, empowering type music. So Check a Bag is like that, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like we work for TSA, let's check a bag. It's really on some uplifting, you know, really just talking about how to pursue the bag. You know what I mean? Pursue the happiness, pursue the money. It's like, it's a feel-good record. I remember shooting a video. I love, like, assuming the role of a character. So I was just on some Hustle Mac. I was was that the red line or the blue line? Probably the blue line.
You was on the train?
Yeah, man. You know, we got I used to live in New York, so I'm super... Like, I just got a car now, you know what I mean? I'm one of them. Like, I'm super. When I moved back, when I moved back to Chicago, I worked at this fund that was on like North Michigan, and I lived in South Loop. I'd take the red line to work, so I fuck with the train. I probably ain't going too south with it, but you did. But I'll ride the train though. You know, life a little different now, but you know, I grew up, you know, taking the subway, and I'm thinking about New York now, the subway. But no, so the video was fun, bro. You know what I mean? Like literally, it's just all about. And the idea is like, it don't matter how you get it, just get it. You know what I mean? So whether you, like the video, I was in there acting like I'm flipping houses. I'm on the train selling masks. So this is I shot it during COVID. I'm selling the face mask, hand sano. It don't matter. You know what I mean? I like the record. It's a fun record.
Me too.
You know what I mean? We ain't talking about no killing nothing. We just vibing, man. Big box with it.
Check a bag. Well, that's my shit, boy. I ain't gonna lie. That's my shit right there. What you finna say, Pretty Right?
I kind of want to change the conversation up a little bit, because one thing that you were talking about in the last half, you know, like when you said that, you know, having a child and being a father kind of made you change the trajectory of the way you also talk about investing. Mm-hmm. So like for somebody like me that doesn't have a family of my own yet, but I do have siblings, I do have younger brothers, and we trying to establish some wealth for our family. So what do you think is a good way that, you know, I guess millennials can start to distribute wealth across their family without us having to have kids? Like, how do I spread wealth for my brothers so that as a family we can be good? Because that's just as important to me as passing that down to my own kids that I don't get yet.
No, so, and that's a great question, because everybody has to start thinking like that, right? I think wealth starts with information first. Before you get to the money, it's always a way of thinking. It's a way of life, right? And so, you know, being a auntie or a big cousin, and you got little siblings or, you know, nieces and nephews or kids for that matter, right? It's important to try to help them think about what's going to happen, years down the line, right? Like, I feel as though we all would have been in amazing seats if our parents would have found a way to put 100 racks aside for us and like, oh, here's your 18th graduation gift. Like, what? It's lit, right? But I think the information is something. So, like, for me, I always, and I say it, like, it's all about trying to give them something, knowledge, right? Teaching them the stuff you didn't know as opposed to giving them the stuff you didn't have. So one way by helping spread that knowledge is getting them investments, right? Like, one thing I do, 2 of my best friends just text me like, yo, what y'all kids want? I'm like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm that uncle that's giving them investments, right? So I'll actually advise a company called Early Bird, which is dope. Definitely check it out. Early Bird, they pretty dope. Pretty Early Bird.
You said giving them investments, though.
Yeah, so I'm about to tell you how Early Bird work, right? Like, the same way if all of us go out to the club and we got a $500, tab, and I'll be like, all right, I put up my card and I'm gonna hit all of y'all for $125, right? Y'all gonna cash app it to me, right? The same way you do that, Early Bird give you the ability to literally text message an investment to your niece or nephew, right? And so for me, it's all about giving stuff that I wish I had.
Wow.
Right? Like
damn.
Yeah.
That's fucking raw.
My little brother finna get a fucking investment for graduation.
Yeah.
He gonna be worth the money.
No, so it's all about teaching. That's what I'm saying. It start with the info, right? And then y'all conversation's different. Now you talking to your little cousin or something, or niece or nephew, or your kids. They 10 years old. You asking them what they do, right? Oh, I'm playing what type of video game you playing? You playing Roblox? Cool. I'm finna buy you some Roblox stock. Right? What type of shoes you want? All right, let's do it like this. I could get you them Nikes, or I could buy you the Nike stock. Right? Oh, you like Call of Duty? Okay, let's buy Activision Blizzard, the company that own it. And so it's all about giving them that information, because, like, at the end of the day, bro, my daughter, she what, 1.5 or something? Like, she gonna outgrow every toy, outgrow all her clothes. She gonna stop playing with toys. But the one thing she can't outgrow is them investments, because, when she 15, they gonna grow with her, and hopefully they outgrow her. And that's the way. Like, my bro, for my daughter 1-year-old birthday, he like, bro, grab her 2 shares of this. He just sent me the money. Grab her 2 shares of that. You know what I mean? And my other homies, they text message her the bread through Early Bird. They sent the 100, boom, investments, 100, and that's the dopest thing. So for me, it's always about giving them investments. Like, they might not like it right now. They want to play because every kid want to open up a toy. I get it. But when you 15 and you talking about, I'm trying to get a car, OG.
And you up over your friends, though?
Come on. You hear me? And that's really what it is, because I tell people, like, man, if our parents would have just put $1,000 in McDonald's when we were shorties, we'd be up. You know what I mean? Put $1,000 in Apple, Target, Amazon. It don't matter. But, like, these are all companies we know that do really well. We just... like, we not trained as black people to really be on that investing wave. So for me, like, if you got some kids, man, just start getting them investments. They not going to understand it until later, but they going to be super happy. You're going to be the favorite auntie 10 years later. Like, yo, Auntie Pretty just did me lit.
She just made us friends.
No, man, I'm shocked. I'm thinking like, damn, if I got 5 nephews,
Jones, I got to text a lot of investments.
Text some investments. I'm thinking about Christmas shopping.
Right, $50 in stocks for all of them. We gone.
And that's not bad to start out.
And look at here.
Crypto.
Listen, that's what we finna get into, too. I was going to say, after this break, we definitely got to jump into the stocks, the crypto, even housing, because you got your hands in revenue. Put it like that. You got your hands in it all. And we're going to take a quick break and be right back with the homie Ross Mack. The iLLANOiZE app is available now on Apple and Google Play Store. Download the app, get the latest news, stream our podcasts, watch interviews, and listen to iLLANOiZE Radio live. Download the app right now.
Yo, what's going on? It's the one and only Illinois Jones. And right now you're tuned in to the dopest thing to hit the streets since crack cocaine. iLLANOiZE Radio. And we got my dog in the building, Ross Mack.
Yeah.
How you doing, bro? Thank you.
I was about
you
to
see
clap
what I'm doing over here, right?
Yes, sir.
You see I'm over here.
Nah, that's
I'm putting
tough.
it together
It's
on my
really
early
like
bird.
That. It's like that.
Because now you just take me from having not going through Amazon, you know what I mean, to order up a bunch of packages for somebody to have probably get them stolen, you know what I mean? So now I can just shoot some stuff. And, maybe in 10 years, they say, good looking out on that Christmas gift.
Here goes
a few years ago,
10%.
Here goes something, you know what I mean? Go crazy.
That's you a different type of uncle, though.
Yeah.
You ain't the drunk uncle at the barbecue.
No.
You the uncle that put me on game.
He's still
Listen,
drunk
that's the uncle I want to be.
That's he gonna put you on game.
I ain't the drunk uncle. I'm the cool uncle. I'm sipping, but I'm cool.
Yeah,
I'm
real
cool.
player like.
Hey, you hear me? You hear me? Listen, man. There's not too many people that I know in our age group and coming from the music community that we come from here in Chicago that's into the stocks, the bonds, the cryptos, and all that stuff. So, we talked about what got you into it and how you went to school for it. But like, what's some of the things that people misunderstand about crypto?
For starters, you don't got to be rich to own crypto. That's a big misconception. Where you would look up like, oh man, Bitcoin costs $50,000. Ain't nobody got $50,000. Well, the reality is you can own a very small piece of Bitcoin. You can own $1, $10, $100, $1,000. Right? At the end of the day, whatever you put up, you're just gonna have that, that percentage of Bitcoin. Right? And so I think Bitcoin won right over the past 10 years has been the best investment, right? And so when I tell people about crypto and why I believe it needs to be in your portfolio, it's just one, like, that's where the world is going, right? We're going digital, right? I think we all should see, because the writing always on the wall. I tell people, like, always look at what the writing on the wall is, right? Like, literally, the number one, number two, number three, like for the past 15 years, the number one thing that we all did was social media, right? Facebook, Twitter, right? Literally, you got Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg changing the name of Facebook to Meta, which is Metaverse, which is a byproduct of all this, this crypto, right? All this, blockchain type stuff. Then now you got the CEO of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, that literally said, you know what, I want to leave Twitter. I'm stepping down as CEO.
Still on Square.
And he now wants to, because he was always, over Square, but now he's changing the name of Square to Block, which is a play on blockchain, right? And then more importantly, he's always said, if I wasn't at Twitter, I would dedicate more time to Bitcoin. So I tell people, man, look, definitely want to understand the writing on the wall, because crypto, it can be very volatile. Like today is December 4th, and over the past 2 days, Bitcoin down like 20%. It's cool. I bought more.
Bruh, speaking of Baltimore, I remember when it dipped all the way to like 29,000, and you was telling people,
and I bought more.
You was, it's dipping. While people getting scared, you was saying, if I was y'all know what time it is. Buy more. Dip. What happened? It shot from 29 up to like 64, 67.
Oh God!
You was telling people when it dropped. More.
So I want to know, because I'm somebody that's been trying to get in this crypto game. What's a good starting point for learning about this? Because it's a lot of information about there, and it can get overwhelming as someone that has gotten overwhelmed. So what do you say is a good place to start for people that want to get into that, but obviously you have to learn about it too?
Yeah. So if I'm going to tell a person when they first invested in stocks, I'm going to tell you, you know what? Just buy the best investment possible. That's going to be the S&P 500, right? It's tried. It's proven. You're going to own 500 of America's best companies, right? That's on the stock game. When I talk about crypto, I'm going to tell you about the two biggest companies. The two biggest cryptocurrencies, that being Bitcoin and Ethereum. Bitcoin was the first of its kind. It's the Michael Jordan of it, right? It came, they changed the game forever. It was the first, the new alternate currency, the means of, payment, right? Then after that, you got Ethereum. Ethereum is like the App Store on your phone, right? Where other engineers that got crypto or, NFTs, whatever it is, right? They're built on top of the Ethereum platform. So, before we leave, not even before we leave, right now, you finna download Coinbase.
I already got it on my phone.
What you do now is, once you buy your first little bit of it, they give you the ability to say, would you like to set up a reoccurring investment? And it could be $10 every week. Could be $100 every month, whatever you choose. But the idea is, right, and I tell people about investing, I get the question all the time, all right, I'm ready. How much should I start with? And I tell them it ain't how much you should start with, it's how much you could afford to invest frequently, right? Making money in investing is not about, all right, I'm gonna start off with $1,000, I'm gonna flip that to $1 million. It's you can do that if it's a very low likelihood, but it's possible. But being like it's a blueprint. Like $300 every month in the S&P 500 is gonna get you over $1 million when you ready to retire. You know what I mean? You know, $300 every month in Bitcoin, you're gonna be richer. You know what I mean? When you know even quicker. So the biggest thing is just being consistent when investing. That's the most important thing.
And I want to bring up Coinbase because you know I was of course investing in crypto, but I also want to know how to protect your crypto because look, my account was hacked.
Sheesh.
Yeah, my account was hacked. Thank God. I remember when the stock market was going down. I remember I was seeing people put it in your what they call it, I done forgot it now. When you put it in the coin, the stable coin. I'm like, put it in stable coin so your shit don't
USDT tether.
Exactly. Put it in your tether. Put it in the stable coin. But thank God at that time I put my stuff in the stable coin and then I withdrew and I caught me a car. So, but I still was investing. And the money I had in, that was when Bitcoin dropped to 29 and I bought more. Fact. On top of that, I was buying some other coins. I lost a lot. I lost all my assets because somebody hacked my account.
Jesus
so,
Christ. Sorry.
I mean, what we gonna do is
what they hacked. What platform was your stuff?
Coinbase.
So they hacked Coinbase.
They hacked Coinbase, and I lost all my assets, bro. And they tried to get into my account. Shout out my bank for refunding and closing the account out because they definitely got into my shit and tried to withdraw.
That's
it was
this
crazy.
Year?
That was this year, bro.
So like, if I wanted to sign in to my Coinbase, I'm gonna have a Google Authenticator, like the Google Authenticator app, right? If I try to sign on Coinbase on any other computer, right, I could put in my real password. The next thing they're gonna say is, "What's your Google Authenticator code?" So right now, that shit suck, bro. I'm so sorry to hear that.
I saw. That's why I'm bringing
you know
it up.
I mean,
because,
so to your point, I can tell you exactly how to protect it, right? That one way to actually do it is to get a nano ledger. A nano ledger is it looks like a USB drive.
Okay.
So what that is you can literally because at the end of the day, what crypto is, you have a wallet. Everybody has a digital wallet, right? So they hacked his digital wallet, right? It's an address to his digital wallet. And what you could do is if you buy Bitcoin on Coinbase, you can send all of your Bitcoin to your physical wallet, which is on your nano ledger.
Okay.
And then from there, it's up to you how you want to, save it. If you want to put it in a safety deposit box, put it in your actual safe or whatnot. Me personally, and I was talking to one of my buddies, he like, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. He ain't say that. He a white boy, but he was like, yeah, he definitely ain't say that. But he was definitely.
But to simplify,
but to put it in our language, he really was like, I ain't gonna hold you. Like for me, I got more faith in a Coinbase security system than I do on me trying to hold on to a flash drive. And that's really what it was. So like I know people that physically take their cryptos off and they put it on this little flash drive. But like for me, and hearing your story might make me reevaluate it, but like for me, realistically, it was like the ability, because like I got a Google Authenticator, right? So like if I log in, if anybody try to hack it,
it's gonna
it's gonna let me know. And I'm trying to even understand how you got hacked.
Bro, me too.
It must have been like how people get their Instagram hacked. You must have got it, because I've gotten emails from a full Coinbase to say your Coinbase has been compromised, and I really look, it's like it's not Coinbase, and so I delete it. But in my head, like if I click the link, does that automatically get in? And I'm thinking,
might be. I don't know.
You know what I mean? Like how people get hacked on Instagram, and they got Ray-Bans.
Come get verified and shit.
Yeah, and you click that link, then you start giving them. Boom, it's gone. I don't think I did. I don't think I did no phishing emails, but I just know for sure when I tried to log into my Coinbase one day, I couldn't log in. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So, but I'm still interested in getting back into crypto, because I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, right now is the perfect time.
I mean, I'm back into it. Okay. I am, but like following your page and being part of Maconomics, you shared so much info that helped me literally boost my portfolio in crypto. Like I said, so it was a blessing to be able to stack my bread up, be able to invest in something else, and still have bread in that portfolio, which
that's a blessing.
I lost, but at the same time, it can come back. Money is currency.
That's a fact.
It'll come back. So what we gonna do? Gonna jump into a music break. I got a comment on the way with the corner. Then we gonna jump into some more talks with the homie Ross Mack. So y'all keep it locked with us right here on iLLANOiZE Radio. Make sure to check out the Ill List playlist, in which we provide you with the latest tracks we play live on our show. Head over to Spotify and search iLLANOiZE Radio to follow our playlist, as well as follow our podcast. Now let's get back to the show. Tuned in to iLLANOiZE Radio, Chicago's most valuable radio show. And man, we still got Ross Mack in the building, definitely serving us some good gems. For those that heard about my hacking situation, please do what the brother said, so you won't end up like me. All right. But let's actually get back into the conversation of I'm gonna just say the conversation of crypto / stock, because you spoke on inflation earlier. Mm-hmm. When we was to ask you about your daughter, you spoke on inflation and how, because I think we had a time where shit is really inflated. Like, how is that impacting both markets, or just the market in general, man?
First, let's talk about how it's impacting your pocketbook, right? Like, inflation is the rise in prices of goods, or in other words, the declining purchasing power you got. So when we were shorties, we can go to the corner store with $1 and
get
ball
4
out
bags of chips.
On my shorty.
Or 2 bags of chips, 2 juices, some candy, nostalgia.
Honey bun.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cupcake.
Zebra cakes for a quarter. You hear me?
You finna get some
Penny
fruities
candy.
too. Them little bags of fruities.
Come on.
Wild Woods was 35 cents.
Chewies. Oh, the Chewies was my favorite.
Remember them little 50-cent big ass popsicles?
Yeah,
bro.
Ooh,
Look,
and get you a pickle
you hear me?
too.
So, but now ask yourself how much you could go to that same corner store with $1.
It's not even open no more.
You still need change for you gonna need an extra $1 for a bag of chips.
On my
You gonna
shorty.
have to pay for the bag now.
$1 gonna get you 1 bag of chips and a 10-cent bag to put it in. And so that's what's inflation, right? And so over time, inflation goes up every year. Literally, that's one thing. I don't know if your boyfriend, your girlfriend gonna love you next year, but one thing you can count on is the prices of all goods going up on average 3%. And so to really put it in just more recent terms, ain't no more dollar store. Dollar store went to $1.25. What was that? Dollar Tree or Dollar General? One of them. Ain't no such thing as a dollar store. It's only it's $1.25 now. So that's 25% increase, right? And so what it means is that right now we had some of the highest rate of inflation is 6%. So literally what that means is like $100 today. Next year is only be able to buy you $94 worth of stuff. That's what real inflation means. Like on average, inflation is 3%. So $100 a day. Next year you're gonna be able to say that same $100, but you're only gonna really have $97 of purchasing power. And so what that means for the investments is like, well, man, that means if I'm just leaving my money in the bank, I'm technically losing my money. Right? That's the thing that we ain't taught, right? Like our grandma would be like, just save your money, baby. Just save it. But they wasn't taught it, so we ain't taught it. When reality is, if you saving your money, you're actually doing yourself a disservice. You're losing money, right? Your money just slowly losing its purchasing power. And so why investing is important is because at the bare minimum, you want to be outpacing inflation. That way your money's making money. That way you could at least keep up with the current times, right? And right now, the reason Bitcoin and cryptos and stocks right now, both stocks and Bitcoin at all-time highs, well, not over this past week, but in general, right? The reason stocks and cryptocurrency in general are up so much this year is because, well, damn, inflation's so high, where else I'm going to put my money? I know I can't put it in the bank, right? That's how, people that really control the world, where all their money goes. Right, they don't leave it in the bank. They're gonna leave bare minimum money in the bank. Right, they're gonna put their money in assets, whether it's art, whether it's real estate, or stocks and crypto.
Okay, when you say putting your money in art, do you know about that game? Because it's like when people say they're putting their money in art, especially like with the rise of NFTs and stuff, like, do you think that's going to be, and I don't know if that's a dumb question, I'm going to ask it anyway. Do you think that's like still very lucrative considering that the world is changing and people aren't necessarily buying physical art as much?
Mm-hmm. Well, one, is definitely not a bad question. It's a phenomenal question, right? We don't know about NFTs. We don't even know what it is. They probably think it's a new set of a gang somewhere. Mm-hmm. You an NFT? Fuck you talking about? Where you from? Where your grandma stay? But no, in all actuality, right, like NFTs, right, non-fungible token, it is, like you say, digital art, right, digital ownership. And just normal art. Normal art is a great way of protecting your
how
money.
How does that add value? Like, so, that's what I guess I don't get with the art. It's like, how the fuck this painting worth more than
so this painting right now that say Illinois, how much you will sell it to me for?
Are you talking
to me? That's Biko painting.
You know what? You was a good brother.
You finna stop an ugly price on that. You're a good brother, but
how much you will sell it to me for?
It's priceless. Can I get some royalties off of this first and foremost? If with me selling it to you.
See, he thinking this NFTs.
He talking about royalties.
The moral of the story is that art is subjective. So whatever I'm willing to pay for it, and if you're willing to sell it to me, that's that, right? And so whether if you got a rarity, if it's a Basquiat, right? If you got something like that, a Hebrew Brantley, like if it's something that's rare that you have, right? And obviously everything right now, I mean, shout out to Virgil. His clothes is artwork, right? His shoes is artwork. So at the moment he passed away, his shoes went up, 100%, right? And so at the end of the day, that's what just art is, right? Like a lot of rich people, they're able to protect their assets and not pay taxes by putting their money in art. They got a whole different way of protecting their money that way. Like it's some old sophisticated stuff. But in terms of the NFTs right now, like I met a young lady because I had a Maconomics happy hour yesterday actually, and she came up to me and she was like, yo, honestly, I'm here because I want to know more about crypto, but let me tell you what I be doing. I'm in NFTs. I bought Disney, right? Disney owns the world when it comes to creative cartoon characters, right? She's like, yo, I just bought a $60 one of these type of princesses, Jasmine or something. Princess I don't even remember the girl name. She said $60 a couple weeks ago is worth $900 now. And so what boils down to why art is valuable is the scarcity of it, right? It's the uniqueness of it. And so why NFTs is going to be a big part of the future is that's where the world is going. It's digital, right? We're going to be able to, if you're buying a house, right, it's this whole process that you got to go transfer the title. You got to go in person, sign this, do that. Man, in a few years, I'm going to be able to sell my house to Biko, and he literally don't got to, it will be done over the blockchain, right? Like it won't even need to be nobody. And so when it comes to the NFT space, I say it is definitely valuable. It is something that you definitely want to look at, whether you're buying digital real estate, digital art, right? If you're an artist.
Yeah, because I've been hearing people talk about the digital real estate with the NFT, and I'm like, is this like going all into the metaverse? Is this like because I'm like, how the hell you buy digital real estate and I'm trying to get real estate? Like,
So I would say it's not a this or that. It could be both, right? And so when I had this quote that I said at the Revolt Summit, shout out Flocka, because me and him was going back and forth for a minute, and then we agreed. But I tell people, right, Waka Flocka, I tell people, right, you got to get out of your way of thinking in order to understand this new world that we about to go into, right? This Web 3.0, right? Like, I remember I was late to get to social media. I'm talking to girls in real life. If you a guy that's trying to date and you swiping left or right, some of y'all like, man, I'm finna go to the club. This shit weird. But you got to understand that there's a alternative reality world where people gonna enjoy their avatars more than they do their real self, right? If you go on the internet right now, right, there are more filters than normal pictures, right? And think about being able to create your perfect self in this digital world, right? Think about being able to have the flyest you, right? And once again, I said this earlier, the writing always on the wall. So if you take a step back and just Google Nike patent metaverse, just them 3 words, Nike patents metaverse, what you're going to see is that Nike is filing patents and trademarks so they can have their clothes in the metaverse because they going to know. Oh.
You know what's so crazy is that makes sense because, like, I don't know, what the fuck is it, Bitmoji on Snapchat? You could buy like Nikes or put your little Bitmoji person in Nikes and Adidas and designer clothes. And I'm like,
so the digital world is really
they getting digital drip.
It's really pretty much what we coming to.
Yeah.
I'm not even coming to. It's here.
We're in it. Put it like this. I don't even got a system. I got a song on NBA 2K. I bought the game. I don't even got a system, so I don't play the games. But what's the game where you can just fall out the sky? The shooting game.
Call of Duty.
No, not the other one though.
For the kids.
For the kids.
Fortnite.
So dig this on Fortnite. And he probably doing on Call of Duty too. But on Fortnite, people are buying skins. They're buying dance moves. They want their digital fighter to be fly as hell. They're paying for that. That's their avatar. That's crazy. The metaverse.
So
that
like,
right there.
So like I was watching something the other day and they were saying that Fortnite is a free game. It's free.
It's free now, yeah.
But it's always been free.
It's always been free.
It's always been free. The thing you have to pay for is the accessories, the
weapons,
guns, the shoes, and all this stuff. So without that, you just have a regular character.
Too.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. And so now you ask yourself, so she just said, as we starting to think about, what's the metaverse? And so you ask yourself, as we continue to get more, I mean, it's a reason that the smartest people, right? Smartest people are billionaires on accident, right? Whether you inherit it or not, right? Not if you inherit it, that's different. But if you got it, right, like Mark Zuckerberg is one of the smartest people in the world. It's a reason he named Facebook Meta. Name of Facebook is Meta. The reason the people don't even know what Square is. Cash App owns Square, right? Square owns Cash App. It's a reason that Square changed the name to Block, right? Blockchain now. It's like, as we continue to go into this metaverse and we deep in it, we're here. But now as black people, because unfortunately we last to catch on to some stuff, right? It's important, right? You in Maconomics Club, I tell people which coins to buy.
All the time.
Right? These are the coins that if you want to understand how to make money, let's just buy a few of these metaverse coins, sit on it, make 100%. You know what I'm saying? We already up, right? Buying more, right? But like NFTs is here to stay, right? And it's better because it's better technology. It's on the blockchain, right? Blockchain is the technology that all of this lives on, right? And I keep saying it. I hope y'all understand what it is. If not, just subscribe to Maconomics or watch my YouTubes. I got it on there. But NFTs, blockchain, cryptocurrency, it is the future. Black people, unfortunately, we last to the punch, but it ain't too late. You know what I mean? Like, I met this young lady. I'm like, yo, I'm finna buy me whatever this Disney NFT is. I ain't do it yet. I'm gonna do it today. I got to. You know what I mean? It's like, like the digital world, as we think about it, is really gonna be like, what's that movie? What's that movie? I remember the movie.
But these futuristic movies.
Fifth Element.
All I keep thinking about is Black Mirror. Because it's an episode of Black Mirror like
but
this.
This what I want to, like, but, we
Demolition Man.
Ooh, with Wesley Snipes and I'm sorry about Sylvester Stallone or something like that. Yeah, I remember that. But I was gonna say,
because remember they put them helmets on
them and they
was
put
having sex.
Cryo. They had cryo. They had the sex virtually.
Right now, for the same way, if we playing Call of Duty, I'm G. Get on Call of Duty. We both talking to each other on Call of Duty. That's our avatar. Now imagine. We ain't controlling our avatar with a controller, but we can do it with our hands. We're gonna be able to put gloves
That's what
on.
They doing
and,
now.
And visual. And now see, what up, boy? We in here. Let's hit this little zuzu.
But this the thing with me. We speaking positive on the metaverse and digital. But what happened if that plug get pulled and all these assets that's in and just the plug get pulled from the outlet and shit go down? What the fuck happens
like
then?
When Instagram and Facebook
went down and people lost their damn mind.
But that's because think about, and a lot of people lost their mind not only for entertainment purposes, but a lot of people run their businesses off those apps now. Like they done made shopping the focus of Instagram, so now I done been forced to put my products on this Instagram shop if I want to try to make some money. So it's like, think about how many people putting money in advertisement through Facebook and Instagram. So I would have lost my damn mind too.
That's what I'm
because
speaking on
I'm
when it
losing
comes
my money. Yeah,
so that's the only thing I feel like people, that's just getting into it, that's what they fear most. Like, if I'm putting this in here and I'm putting this in there, what happened if a mother get hacked like me? Or if the plug get pulled?
The Great Depression of the cyber world happens.
Yeah. So
listen, we could live in a what if scenario,
but
right?
Fuck it, ball out.
Ball out.
Right.
A lot of, like, it's one thing, right? And I tell people, and I'm going to tell y'all again, you can't fight the inevitable. The inevitable is here. It's coming, right? And what I don't want is 5-10 years from now, you not being able to capitalize on it, right? That's all it's about. I want black people to have at least some skin in the game, own some NFTs, right? Like musicians, bro, I'm talking to labels. We talking about NFTs. I did this live with Lil Tusi. I don't think he go by Tusi. I mean Lil. But I did this live with Tusi.
Yeah.
That's my dog, though. I'm like, bro, and I felt bad because, I do a lot of work with Capital. And they like, and I'm like, bro, honestly, you could just put out NFTs. I don't even know if that's in your contract yet. You know what I mean? Like, in other words, when he signed his contract, NFTs didn't exist. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I don't know if his lawyer could go through that, but I say that only to say, if you're an artist, you no longer ever need to sign a label. Right?
Tory Lanez just rented up.
Made $1 million in less than like 5 minutes, some nutty thing. But the thing is, right, and Gary Vee talks about it all the time, it's like, if you're an artist, like, I get no love for saying, like, who your favorite rapper?
Who, mine?
Yeah, just anybody. Just name a rapper.
Young Dro.
That's my dog. I fuck with Dro. Shoulder lean. I met him. That's my dog. Yeah. We performed one. So you get no love for saying Young Dro. You get no money by playing shoulder lean. You know what I mean? You get no love for that. But now with NFTs, imagine Young Dro put out a song right now that you buy one of his songs as an NFT. Now you get to share in how much Young Dro gets to elevate his career. So as Young Dro get bigger, your investment, because NFTs is an investment. You know what I mean? So like right now, if you put out an album as an NFT and you only put 1,000 out, now it's scarce. Right? So now only 1,000 people own this Young Dro album. If you paid $100 for it, and it's like Young Dro got bigger. Him and T.I. just went on tour, whoop, bam. Now your $100 worth $1,000.
Right.
Right? And that's the way you think about it. And so I say that only to say, if you're an artist, you don't need to sign with a label because you can just put out a project as NFTs. But the best part is your true fans get to share and making money with you.
Man, that's powerful.
That's powerful.
Look, I'm finna throw iLLANOiZE as an NFT out there. I got the album. I'm finna look this brother to put me on the real. But again, congrats. I didn't congrats you on this. Congrats on Happy Hour as well. Go ahead, John.
What do you say? Because I was listening to the song earlier today. Your homie in the song was like, you told him about something to put stock in, and he was like, "But I can make that faster on the block. Why wait that long?"
Mm-hmm.
Like what do you say to people who be like, man, like I don't have time to wait 4 or 5 months, 3 months for some shit to hit and go up. I need to do this right now. I need 10 bands today.
Yeah, it's possible to make 10 bands in a day investing. But the thing is, and in that song, right, we talking about dirty money. Shout out my brother Saeed. The song itself is about me talking with a guy with street money. He's saying so much dirty money, it's hard to go legit, right? And my response, right, to that is like, but you can do both. And the way you do both, right, is allowing your money to make money because I explained it, right? I already said your money losing value just being in the shoebox.
Right.
Right? Like most trap niggas, they can't go into a bank, right? They got to do this, do that, right? But maybe they could buy crypto. Not maybe, it's a fact, right? They can buy a lot of crypto, right? But that's an asset, right? Bitcoin, even when it's down, it's still up on the year. Bitcoin started this year, what was it, 19,000, right? It's like, what was he, 49 right now, right? And so understanding that, right, like, and that's the thing. It's so many different ways of allowing your money to make money for you. And that's why I love talking to moms who be on some street stuff because it's like, all right, where your money at? You know what I mean? What you doing with it? Oh, so it's sitting in the shoebox. All right, I'm up. Because I get wanting to make money right then and there. But if you got the discipline, you could sit there and you could day trade all day. You know what I mean? You got the discipline. You know, I done had some very good days. You know what I mean? But it's not even about that because it's more so about the retirement plan. That's what you look at, right? If you in the streets, what's your retirement plan? If you're in a strip club, what's your retirement plan? If you got any type of job, what's your retirement plan, right? And at the end of the day, you can have those type of accounts set up so that you have the ability to look back when you're 50. Because when you're 50, you might not be trapping. You might not be dancing when you're 50 for the ladies, right? But at the same time, what you're doing, and the best thing is shout out my brother Brandon Copeland. He played for the Falcons. We got a podcast,
That's
Money Music. No.
I mean, that's your homie, though. That's
Yeah,
your
my
homie.
dog. My bad. Yeah, my real brother, Saeed, who me and him did the song together.
Yeah, shout out to him. I got him in my fantasy league.
Yeah, but shout out Brandon Cullen. We got a podcast together, Money Music Culture. But the dope thing is, he one of them athletes who understand, bro, this stuff can be taken from me like that, right? Average career span in the NFL is 3 years. And so if you get in there and you think you're gonna be in there all your life, then it ain't gonna pan out, right? It's an anomaly, be a Brady or whatnot. But if you get in there, it's all about making sure your money is making money. And the way he sets up his money is like, I set up my money in tranches. I want to get money when I'm 50. I want to get money when I'm 40. I want to get money when I'm 60. So he got different type of annuity investments as such that's gonna pay him when he's 50. Right? Or pay him when he's 40, and then when he's 59, he gonna get his retirement money. And so, like, to anybody, it's like, man, you could definitely do both, but you want to think about it in a way it's like, all right, I need my money making money, so when I retire, I'm lit.
What's trances?
My bad. I'm in it like, I want money, because right now, say you in the NFL, you 25, right? Realistically, you're not gonna be able to play when you're 30. Right? You're an anomaly, you're playing in the 30s, right? So now what I'm saying is, all right, how you making money from 30 to 40? How you making money from 40 to 50? How you making money, right? So now when I turn 40, boom, I made an investment for $1 million when I was 25 that now it didn't flip to 10 million. So now I'm touching that money when I'm 40. But I made another investment, you know what I mean, when I was 26, and I did another $1 million, and now I'm 60, and now I made 10 million off my retirement money. Okay. I just meant that, like, when you turn 40,
okay.
Like, yeah.
Different periods,
Yeah.
For sure. For us that didn't know that, now we know that. You feel me? I want to make sure we cover all the bases because I want my street dudes to get up out the game. You feel me?
That on the real. I mean, for people to stay in tune with you, and at least keep up with how they can check a bag, what's the best way for them to get in tune with you? And also, what's the best way for them to subscribe to Maconomics?
Yeah, man. Listen, if you want to find better ways, like, for one, I'm a person that's always about trying to help educate the community. You could go subscribe to my YouTube, right? Go listen to my podcast, Money Music Culture, my YouTube, right? Just Ross Mack. But follow me on all social as well. I'm Ross Mack. You know, that's the letter I, the letter M. Ain't no am, ain't no A, right? I'm Ross Mack. Or shoot me a text, right? You can shoot me a text right now, 773-232-2577. 773-232-2577. And let's get it, man. Let's get to a bag. That's all it's about.
Man, I appreciate you for sliding, because, it's perfect to end off the year. You know, so much didn't happen this year on the money side of things, the stock side of things, and you know, you always are tapped in and just making sure you keep our people aware of what to do, how to do it, and letting everybody know you can always jump in it. It's not a never too late. And I appreciate you for holding it down and sharing that wealth, man. Appreciate you, man. I'm excited. Look, I'm finna get my Coinbase back. I'm about to get my Coinbase back, even though I lost the first one, but I got to get back into it. Y'all can give me a follow at official. Matter of fact, it's not even ending. I am tripping. We still got one more person coming through in the building. Goes by the name of Casual Only. He's gonna be sliding through, so y'all keep it locked. Meanwhile, we got billions loaded up, my brother.
Yes, sir.
I mean, it's only right. We've been talking about getting money. Break down this record for everybody to know.
Yeah, man. You know, amazing art. I mean, amazing song, Billions, right? It's all about, the one thing I talk about is money, right? You know, that's my type of style of rap, right? It's about educating, right? And more importantly, the song I'm talking about, I want $1 billion in stock. You know what I mean? Stock just like Dr. Dre. And it's a feel-good record. We're going to make money. We're going to have fun. We're going to keep vibing. It's one of those. It's you in the swing, you in the car, turn it up. You know what I mean? You with your drunk uncle, tell him put the bottle down, hit the dance floor. It's one of them. It's a vibration.